A very good morning, ma'am. My name is M. Marshesri and I'm studying in second BTech second semester in CSMC. And today I'm here to give a presentation on the topic of machine learning processes and techniques with the real-time applications in the subject of machine learning. And today's my topic is about the machine learning processes and the techniques with the real-time examples and applications. The introduction to machine learning. The machine learning is a subset of the artificial intelligence that enables the systems to learn from the data. It focuses on developing the algorithms that can improve the performance on a specific task that a user inputs. The presentation will cover the processes, techniques, and the real-time applications of the machine learning. The understanding the machine learning processes. The machine learning processes typically involves the data collection, pre-processing, modeling, and evaluation. Each of these steps is critical to developing a successful model and a successful system based on the inputs. Understanding the processes and it also helps in optimizing the machine learning systems. The data collection, which is one of the most important and the primary steps in the machine learning, is the data collection. Here, the raw data will be collected at the first stage, and then the data what you have collected is just clean and the pre-processing where the data analyst and the data scientist works on the data cleaning, and the next step would be the model training and the testing. Here, the data scientists work on the model training and the testing, and the next step would be the prediction. What be the output when such processes or the inputs just infers. And the last step would be the business plan or the strategy where the model or the system marks up into the world. The data collection is the first step in the machine learning process and involves gathering relevant data. Sources may include the databases, online repositories, sensors, or the user generated content. Quality and quantity of data directly impact the performance of the machine learning model. The data preprocessing. The data preprocessing one of the most important step for the successful data model in the machine learning. The data processing involves cleaning and transforming the raw data into a suitable format for modeling. The data will be very in a disorder manner where the data processing can be done, then the data will be in such a format where it can be used further and very accurately. This step may include handling the missing values, outlier detection, and feature scaling. The pre-processing ensures that the data is used for the effective model training and the evaluation. Here in the steps of data processing, the data gathering, data preparation, model training, model improvement, the deployment and the monitoring, the iteration, such steps are always repeatedly happenings in the process of data preprocessing. The feature selection. The feature selection is the process of identifying the most relevant variables for the model training. In training a model or in order to get a successful model, getting the most apt variables is the most necessary step. It also helps in reducing the dimensionality, which improves the model performance and reduce the overfitting. The techniques such as recursive feature elimination and principal component analysis are commonly used in the feature selection. The feature is nothing but a variable or a step which is used for the identifying the most suitable variables in the process of model training. The choosing a model. Choosing a model, selecting the right machine learning model is crucial based on the problem type, whether it is a supervised learning or unsupervised learning. Common models include the decision trees, support vector machines, and the neural networks. The choice of model affects the accuracy, computational efficiency, and interpretation of the model. So choosing a model also plays a major role. There are four types of machine learning types, that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and last one is the reinforcement learning. So the four types of machine learnings have the four different types of processings and the different types of way to approach to the model system. The training the model. Training the model using the prepared dataset to teach the algorithm how to make the predictions. This is done by feeding the training data into the model and adjusting its parameters. An effective training processes requirements enough data and the computational resolutions achieve the convergence. The training the model where the model can be trained, which takes a lot of inputs from the user to get the accurate result of the expected prediction. That is why the training the model is the most important thing to do in the process of machine learning steps. The model evaluation. Model evaluation gives the performance of the trained model using such metrics such as the accuracy or the F1 score. The techniques like cross-validation helps and ensures that the model generalizes well to the unseen data. Evaluating models iteratively allows for fine-tuning and improvement of predictive performance. Model evaluation, which takes the metrics such as the confusion matrix, F1 score, recall, the loss, the precision score, and a lot more to know the performance of the trained model on how exactly the output the model can give is based on such a simple metrics, and the cross validation also helps in knowing the performance of the model. The common machine learning techniques. The popular techniques include the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. Each technique serves the different types of problems and the data structures. Understanding these techniques helps in selecting the appropriate approach for the specific applications. The real-time applications in the healthcare. Nowadays, the machine learning is widely used in the sectors of healthcare, finance, education, and a lot of things. Machine learning is being used such a predict patient outcomes and optimize the treatment plans in the healthcare. Applications include the disease diagnosis using the imaging data and the person medicine recommendation. The real-time monitoring systems utilize the machine learning to detect the patient vitals. There is no need of a particular doctor or a nurse which should be with the patient with 24 hours to check their vitals or to check the condition of the patient, and in regardless of that the machine learning is being taken place of the many people's work where the machine itself checks the vitals, the heart rate, and a lot more in the healthcare industry. The real-time applications example is the finance, the process of the fraud detection system, where the records and the information of the users and they collect and process the machine learning and AI technology usage, where the analyzing and detecting using the machine learning and AI, where it can give the approve or that the response which can be a approve or a block or an additional authentication. That authentication will be provided in a very different ways for a different streams of peoples. In finance, machine learning are used for credit scoring and the fraud detection. Algorithms analyze transaction patterns to identify the suspicious activity in the real time. Automated training systems leverage machines learning for the process analytics and the decision makings. So finance also takes one of the most important application in the real life world of the machine learning. One of the example for the real-time applications will be in the retail. The retailers utilize the machine learning for inventory management and the scales forecasting. The recommendation systems analyze the customer behavior to suggest products in the real time. The dynamic pricing algorithms adjust the prices based on the demand and the market conditions using the machine learning. Such e-commerce websites are the very best examples for the retail industry, where a product is seen by a customer, the similar products will be shown below that to make sure that their sales are on the high scale, which is one of the things that a machine does in the back end of the whole network. The transportation is one of the best examples for the real-time applications in the machine learning. Here, how a machine learning optimizes the supply chain. The machine learning optimizes the route planning and the traffic management in the transportation systems. The ride-sharing services use real-time data to match with the passengers efficiently. Predictive maintenance models help in the read-down time of vehicles and improving the safety. The transportation, many risks will be taken by the rider such a way they will predict the many forms of accidents or incidents that might happen, which predicts by the machine learning, so it also helps in the transportation. The challenges in machine learning: regardless of its substantial and a marvelous performance, there are such many challenges which have to be faced, and few of them are the rigid business models, infrastructure requirements, inaccessible data. The common challenges include the data privacy, model interpretability, and handling the bias in the algorithms. Ensuring high quality data and maintaining model performance over time are also difficult. Addressing these channel challenges is vital for the deployment of the machine learning applications. The most and the challenge that is faced in the machine learning is the data privacy, where it can be accessible for any person and the security for that particular model is very high. The conclusion and the future directions. The machine learning processes and techniques are continuously evolving with advancements in the technology. Future applications may include more sophisticated models and wider integration across the industries. Continuous research and development will drive the next wave of innovations in the machine learning. So machine learning will take the world into another phase where it can be imagined and it can be based on a purely predictions, and such a machine learning is very helpful in the daily life. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to give a presentation on such a topic.